This is the training pack I'll be using in this video. And this tutorial is on how to wall read and how to musty wall read. You need to have very good mechanics to do this, and make sure they're very good. If they're not, I've got tutorials in the description how to improve them. Definitely check those out. You need to be able to redirect very well. Unfortunately, I don't have any packs on me at the moment, but I'm sure there's loads out there. Just make sure your redirects are very good for this. On shot 1 of this pack, make sure you boost into the ball quite hard so the ball goes fast and high into the ball. This would be better to predict the angle, and just all round it's better to practice. The further away from the goal you want to score in, you want to go more to the far side of the ball. This is so when you hit the other far side of the ball will be more of an angle to go towards the opposite goal. You'll see what I mean when you start trying it. And the closer to the opponent's goal you are, the more you want to be under the ball and more to the other side of the ball. This is so the ball doesn't move more towards the opposite side, so it just moves backwards, and that's where the goal will be. The more infield you are when you hit the ball, so more in the middle of the map. This makes it easier to get the redirects and easier to get the goal, but it also makes the ball a lot slower. So you choose which one you want, more accuracy or more speed by going closer to the other ball. As I just said, going further towards the ball will make the ball a lot faster and harder to accurately put where you want it to go, but it will make it a lot faster and a lot harder to do. Braking before flying makes it easier to redirect, but it also makes the redirect slower. Not braking is more advanced and makes it go a lot faster. Fast aerialing to the ball makes the redirect a lot faster. It also makes the ball harder to predict when you're up there. The slower you go, so like feathering your boost, makes it easier to predict the ball, but it also makes it a lot slower. So you choose which one you want. You need to be hitting as little of the ball as you can. This is so the ball goes a lot faster. The fastest you can get is when it hits the wheel. This makes it so the ball speeds really fast. So as you can see in this clip, it's not hitting the wheel, it's hitting the corner of my car. This works as well. So it doesn't really matter which one, but just make sure you try and hit as little of the ball as you can and the corner of your car. You need to angle your car towards the target you want. So the ball redirects towards the way your car is facing. As shown here, my car is facing towards the other goal, and the balls hit that part of my car to angle towards there. Now cam work. It might be easier to just use ball cam the whole way through, like shown in this clip. So it can also be less unclean to do it like this, but it's your choice. It's not, you don't have to do it, but it does make it look a bit cleaner. On the bottom left hand side of the screen shows which cam I'm in. Doing cam work like this makes it a lot cleaner to do, as you can see the differences between both clips. But it's not, you don't have to do it, but I would recommend learning cam work as it can help you get in clans and help you have more impressive clips. The second shot's a bit different, but it'll be a faster ball read and the setup's in the air already, so it's more of a fun one to do and it's a harder one to do. Make sure you're fast aerialing upwards and hitting the bottom of the ball. This is the ball has a lot of speed and height. This helps a lot with the redirects and just makes it a lot better in general. The third shot is a wall read double touch. This isn't a must to do this, but it's just a fun little one to do. Or you can go to the ceiling, hit it towards the corner, There's a lot of options. This is the easiest wall read out of all of them. There's nothing else to this but except a massive grind and working on mechanics and your redirects. Working on mechanics and redirects is the biggest thing I think you can do to help towards this. Good luck and just grind every day. It won't take a day or so to do. You'll have to be patient. I'm going to pause the video here to say that 91% of you aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you could go down below, hit the bell and sub to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. I do weekly tutorials and general videos on Rocket League, and it would just mean a lot if you subbed and liked my videos, and hopefully see you in the future ones. Now for the Musty wall read part of the tutorial. This is a lot harder than the first one, and if you can't wall read consistently yet, I'd recommend going back and watching the wall read one over again, and you have to be committed to do this because it is quite hard. On the setup, you want to be going into the ball quite straight on as shown in this clip. This is so when you hit the ball it goes out in the middle of the field more, not towards the other goal. This is so that it goes closer to the opposite wall. This will make the Musty easier and make the boost management a lot easier as well. So this is a must to do. You need the perfect speed for this as well, because if it goes too fast it will hit the ceiling, and if it goes too slow it will be too low for the Musty. So watch my boost management and copy it for your own game. You need to get a second touch before going to the ceiling, so the ball goes more on field, so the Musty is better angle and closer to the opposite wall for more height and power when it hits the opposite wall. This isn't a must, but you need to get one last touch before the Musty. This helps a lot in my opinion because it gets more power and height on the Musty, but the majority of people don't get this touch and they just do it without it, and that is completely fine, it's your preference. The Musty needs to go very high and fast, so if your Musty is not good, I would recommend grinding it before this. And I've got tutorials in my description. One of them is a Musty double touch. This applies to the same way as this. This will get more height in this tutorial and it will show how to fly towards higher Musties much easier. And there's another one on how to improve your Musties. This will help a lot in just knowing where to be on your Musty. So definitely check both of those out if your Musties aren't good enough still. I don't really want to plug all my tutorials, but I do have 2 other tutorials for mechanics. So if your mechanics aren't good enough, I'd definitely recommend checking those out. They're showing in the PC one which workshop maps are the best, and in console what way you can do them to get your mechanics improved. So if they're not that good, definitely check those videos out. The redirect is basically the same thing as I showed you earlier on in the tutorial, but it's a lot harder because of boost management, and you need to be very consistent at the wall read to do it, as you might not be doing it consistently at the Musty. My cam works in the bottom left hand corner, just copy that. So this isn't essential, but I find it a lot cleaner to do it with cam work. This is done because of clip hitting, and it will make it a lot cleaner for clans and a lot cleaner for your posts. So I would recommend learning cam work as it is very important in freestyle. It's not a must, but I would recommend learning it as well.